Hey, I'm Dylan. I've been blogging for nearly 2 years and I made huge mistakes along the way. Here are my 9 mistakes that I made so you don't make the same mistakes. Check the 9 things I did right here. What's up guys? I'm the London Nomad and it's my mission in life to make you financially free. By far the biggest mistake people make is they start a second site too soon. Think about if you're baking a cake. Would you bake another cake when the first one's not in the oven? That is what a lot of bloggers do time and time again. I started my first site, The Gaming Man, way back in November 2019 and it has 278 posts right now. If I didn't start a second site, the farming site, more on that later, I guarantee I'd be earning full income or very close to it. Think about it. The bigger the site is, the more authority it has in the eyes of Google. Think about what has more authority, a site with 500 posts or a site with 100. The more money your site earns, then the quicker you get to the premium ad brokers, i.e. AdFrive at 100,000 hits and Imagify at 50,000 hits. This gives you a lot more leverage to negotiate better deals with an affiliate program. Maybe wouldn't give you the time of day if you had a smaller site. In my opinion, don't start a second site unless you're making at least $2,000 for site 1. Okay. My second mistake was poor search analysis. This is probably worse than the first one. My first 40 to 50 posts on The Gaming Man were useless, terrible search analysis. And this is a mistake I guarantee you're gonna make. Only a few out of my first 40-50 articles have any traffic right now. Now remember, it takes 9 months for Google to know where they should put your article, and sometimes even more. So these aged articles from way back in the day, they should be earning me the most amount of money. But I only got saved because I posted on the Project 24 community asking for help why I wasn't hitting the timeline set by the Project 24 time. Someone from the community helped me and immediately gave me free articles to write with low competition, and immediately when I published these articles I went from around 450 hits a month to 3,000, just like that. Back in November 2019 I had the new updated search analysis course on Project 24. I guarantee I wouldn't have made these mistakes. Third was not joining Project 24 sooner. I spent $297 on a trash affiliate course called Savage Affiliates. Not only did this set my progress back months, I wasted about $500 on running ads to a sales funnel. Big mistake. Don't be tight and afraid to spend money on things that will help you. Remember, time is money. So anything that you can do to spend money to give you back in time, you should do, because you can always make more money, but you can never get back time. Investing on a quality 10 out of 10 course like Project 24, check my review up there, is going to save you months and even years down the blogging path, because you're not going to be making any mistakes and it's only getting better and better. And it has YouTube. Fourth mistake was I went too niche with my domain name. I made a video about this there. My first website was called Gaming Consoles Guy, and the problem with this is it pigeonholed my website into just talking about video game console. My current domain name, The Gaming Man, is much better because it opens up a huge niche in PC gaming that I can write articles about. A PC gamer would not click, or less likely to click, a URL that says video games consoles. Unlike YouTube, which is a lot more focused and catered to an audience, obviously I'm making these videos because you want to know about blogging. Blogging is a lot more generic. I'm sure you've seen in your search analysis many articles that the URL doesn't necessarily match what the article is about. As long as it's in the general niche and you can interlink between the articles on your website, feel free to write it. It saves a lot of money and headache down the line, because you don't want to be 200 posts in with your niche and realize you've got nothing more to write about. Because if you want to change your domain name after that, there's a potential of losing a lot of traffic. I changed my domain name when I was around about 10,000 hits a month and I didn't lose any traffic, but there's definitely a chance you can lose everything, especially when you have a bigger website. Fifth was I picked a bad niche for site 2. Now this kind of contradicts the first point. If I picked a better niche not to do with martial arts and Muay Thai, I guarantee I'll be earning decent money, because I first created that website in April 2020, so it'll be more than a year old right now. The problem is the niche I started with, Muay Thai, is so small. I ranked number 1 for many different search queries, but some of these search queries only pulled in 36 hits a month, and the ad EPMV for martial arts is very low. Be very careful about the niche you pick. Think about an inverted pyramid with most of the queries being the base, and as you go further along the pyramid, it gets smaller and smaller. Martial arts, Muay Thai, was a super small pyramid, whereas something like gaming is a huge pyramid. Ideally, you want to have the following characteristics when picking a niche. It should have a substantial amount of search volume from 5 English-speaking countries: USA, UK, Australia, Canada, and New Zealand. You can check this by going on Google Trends. Take a look in the description where you can compare the different search volume for different topics. Ideally, there should be many ways to monetize: ads, affiliate, various different affiliate programs, and you can check them out on sites like ShareASale, AWin, take a look in the description, and an info product where you can make a course about it. Now, it doesn't necessarily have to tick every single one of these boxes, but ideally it would tick many of the boxes. Having valuable traffic, i.e. finance traffic or tech, is a good sign. You should know a lot about the niche already. Obviously, I've been a gamer for a long time, or this is extremely important, you're willing to learn about the niche. Because if you're 100 posts or even less down the line and you realize this is not for me, this is work, I don't want to create new content, then what's the point of creating a business? This should be something you enjoy, find a passion that you love to write about, and then it won't be work. Because I'm writing about tech and I'm writing about gaming, and I still get bored time to time. So if I was writing about something I had no interest in, I never could have done it. And it shouldn't be super competitive for a new blogger. So don't do anything to do with blogging. Don't do anything to do with making money online, real estate. Stick with something easy like a hobby. If you're finding value in this video, please like and subscribe because it helps it spread to more people. And 6, picking a niche that I didn't know a lot about. During COVID, I sold all of my investments and spent around about $2,500 on 30 articles from Text Goods because I thought farming would be a good topic. I had no knowledge about farming, and considering it's extremely technical niche and you search some of the queries on Google and there's no search results, it was extremely hard for me to produce content. If a niche is super technical and you don't have any knowledge, please do not start with that niche unless you're seriously committed to being like a sponge and absorbing information from books, from podcasts. For me, it would be working in a farm, practical information that you can learn about this niche. Hobby is a lot easier because you can learn a lot from YouTube, you can learn a lot from blogs. 7, it was using images for the sake of it. I remember in every single subheading, I used to put an image just for the sake of it. And these were high quality PNGs from Unsplashed. Do not do this because it will make your site very slow. And as Google has released the new site speed update, they're taking speed a lot more seriously now. Only have around about 1 to 2 images depending on the post, or, which is better, embed YouTube videos and use the thumbnails under the H2 or H3 heading. You can use a plugin called WP YouTube Lite to make the YouTube video thumbnails load quicker. Do not use PNG because this is a big fat file. Use smaller files like JPEG. I have PNG through my site, which is why my site is failing the core speed vital. Use image compression plugins, which automatically compress and make all the images in your website smaller. And before you upload a photo, use a website compression service to make the file size smaller. You can see all of these down the link in the description. This saves you a lot of headaches down the road because if you make sure your website has small images and everything's optimized, you don't have to delete them later down during the line. I deleted a few images from my top ranking posts to increase site speed, and this resulted in a zip from Google because the posts were changed. Don't make that mistake. 8th was I wish I started blogging sooner. I wasted so much time trying to find a job, trying to get hired, only to get denied again and again. And if you can believe it, I actually got denied from Upwork many times, and now I've released a YouTube video showing how you can hire writers from Upwork. So think of what you're doing right now and how much earning and how much freedom you can get from whatever you're doing. If you're working a job, your earning potential is like a swimming pool. It's only ever going to get that big. Whereas if you start your own business with a YouTube channel or a blog, it can get as big as the ocean. You understand? Think about what is the upper limit of what you're doing, and that's how you should live your life. You want to be free. Starting a blog could earn you $20,000 a month. It's possible. Working, And 9 was not optimizing Ezoic or putting ads on my site earlier. If you have at least 1,000 hits a month and even earlier, you're leaving money on the table by not signing up to Ezoic, which is an ad provider, websites, and no traffic level that you can sign up in the link in the description. Ad companies need time and data to cater ads depending on your own unique audience. And this takes a lot of time to rank up, and your EPMV, which is your earning per 1,000 views, is only going to slowly go up over time. So the earlier you put ads on your site, the more you're going to earn, because data companies are testing different placeholders to make sure you earn the most amount of money possible. Very encouraging to even earn 50 cents, 60 cents from your website. I remember way back in April 2020 when I was happy when I was earning 50 cents on Gaming Man a day. And now here we are. Or Ezoic were notorious for making sites slow. This has changed with Ezoic's new introduction of this site speed optimization leap. To properly optimize Ezoic to make sure you earn the most amount of money possible, check out the video of my Project 24 friend there. Please follow these tips because I want to make sure you don't make the same mistakes I did. To check the 9 things I did right so you can emulate them, check the video there. And to see the review of the course that changed my life forever, Project 24, the best blogging course, take a look there. Remember, my name's Dylan and it's my mission in life to make you financially free. Goodbye.